Hey guys, Andrew Burr here, coming to you from our little dungeon office here. I want to talk to you about COVID 19 and its effects on uh, real estate, because you all know the effect it's had on you. The reality is that the effect of COVID 19 on people's real estate experience has not been the same. Um, we talk about our real estate experience within my team since COVID 19. Um, and this is, generally mirrored by the market and things like that. But for these purposes, we're just going to talk about what I have done, what my team has done. In March, there was a burble for about 2 weeks once COVID 19 kind of got announced as a thing. It's not that it wasn't a thing before, but that's when it kind of became big news and on everybody's radar versus just those that were affected radar. Um, for a couple weeks things were a little up and down and odd. People were concerned. Nobody really knew what was going on. Very shortly after that, at the end of March, before the month turned, actually, um, there was a very unexpected um, sort of explosion in the real estate market. Like a rocket was taking off. I think we experienced it a little earlier than some because I have been marketing to the New York, New Jersey, New England area for years, and some of the people that had you know become attracted to our group or our team, anyways, through that advertising that we already had kind of in our systems and stuff like that, started blowing the phones up. But we're getting out of here. Da da da. That started it. Since then, and we're now September 1st. This is September 1st. So let's say March 15th. We just had to put a day on it. Let's say March 15th was the day that COVID 19 became a thing. As far as blowing up, it's pretty darn close to that date. But let's say the 15th to make it easy. Now we're in September 1st. As of right now, the market has not really slowed down since that initial burst. Um, it is still moving along very swiftly. We are entering what would typically be our slow season here in South Florida, which is sort of September. It's not really September, but October, November, December, just getting toward the holidays, we would start to typically slow down, other than people making their preseason moves, people are coming down here for equestrian events, things like that. I don't really anticipate that we're going to slow down a lot right now. Um, it started out with people coming from maybe New York City area, things like that. Then it kind of spread, and I noticed that people were coming from a lot of different areas. Now, at this point, we've got people moving down from the Midwest. We have a lot of people coming from California. So, overall, the real estate experience, or the real estate market, not the experience, is very, very strong, and I think it's going to stay that way. Um, the real estate experience of our customers, however, has been kind of all over the board. Um, Generally speaking, we've had a lot of customers that are doing exceedingly well, much better than they were pre-COVID, um, which is not what you might expect. We also have a lot that are not doing well at all, that are doing absolutely, to use a French word, shittily right now. It's terrible for them. But the experience is very diverse, okay? One of the things that I'm most proud of that we've been able to do since COVID, and we've done, I think, over $7 million worth of business, maybe getting close to eight since COVID, um, is we've been able to help some people that were extremely, extremely worried and didn't maybe necessarily think that they had an out. So because of that, I think there's probably a lot more people that are in their boat that either don't well, and these folks, they're just people that really I knew and that knew of me or whatever, knew of my reputation as a Rotarian, and they were kind of reaching out looking for help, not necessarily for to buy or sell or rent real estate, but just for, hey, what can I do to I'm falling behind my mortgage. What can I do? And I'm more than happy to help people with that as well as best I can. Um, if it has to do with real estate and you've got questions about it, call me and I will give you the best answers that I can, um, whether it has anything to do with actual business or not. I mean, I'm in the business, well, my personal feeling has been in the business of helping people. But what we've been able to do with some of them is actually show them that they actually are in a much better position than they thought they were, because they thought, for whatever reason, that they didn't have enough equity in their current homes to sell them, and they thought they were going to lose their homes to the banks or whatever, or they were, and it turns out that several of them actually had enough equity in their homes to sell them for enough value that they actually put a nice nest egg in their pocket to get them started on the next iteration of their journey. Um, Not a perfect solution, but when you're sitting at home, kind of in a little bowl of your own misery, and you find out that while it's not good, it's not the end of the world, and in one case, it actually turned out to be maybe a blessing in disguise. I don't know which way you look at it, but I think it's a wonderful thing to find out that maybe you're not in as dire of a position as you think you are. So it's been wonderful to help those people in that category of the people that aren't doing well at all, and there are plenty of those. On the other hand, the folks that are doing well, it's and this is actually what's helping the people that aren't doing well, is it's an incredible time to buy. Rates are, money is just so cheap to borrow right now. Rates are incredibly low. Property values are actually still going up in Palm Beach County, but when you do the math of, the property values going up, but then the cost of purchasing and the cost of owning, it actually is one of the better times in quite some time to purchase a home. Anyways, it's a complicated subject and there's a lot going on, but once again, what I've really found is that we have two different experiences. We have people doing really well, we have people doing really poorly, but we've been able to find that we're, in most cases, able to help people in either situation. So the long story short of this is, if you're concerned that you may end up losing your house, or you're going to get so far behind you can't get out and things like that, don't wait. Give somebody a call, whether it's me or some other trusted advisor that knows something about real estate. Call somebody and make sure you actually know the situation you're in, because you could save yourself a lot of personal angst and pain that isn't necessary. Okay, and if you are in the situation that is what you think it is, then there may be options to get you out of that situation that aren't as dire or earth-shattering or terrible as you think they are. Okay, so just wanted to and this is kind of a long video for a simple concept, but if you are concerned, if you need help, if you feel like you are in an untenable position, you're really not. In almost every case, give me a call. Whether or not I can help you by selling your house, just pointing you in the right direction, or maybe just being somebody to talk to, I don't care. I don't want to see anybody in the kind of condition that a couple of people I've talked to recently are. Don't ball it up inside. Don't continue to beat yourself up and berate yourself. Let's find out where you're at. Let's see if we can get you whatever help you need, whatever direction that ends up taking. My direct telephone number is 561-324-8914. You can also, if you don't want to call me direct, shoot me a text at the same number. We'll set up something. Shoot me an email, realtorandrew1@yahoo.com. We'll set up a private one-on-one, either personally or virtually. We can do the mask thing, or we can do it over the video. But if just don't. If you're feeling like you're in a bad situation, it may not be as bad as you think it is. So don't. The longer you wait, the worse you're gonna make it feel to yourself, and the worse it's gonna be for you. So don't wait. If you don't want to call me, call somebody else. But the amount of angst and pain one particular person was in And the amount of relief that they got after we spoke leads me to believe a lot of people may be in that position. And you know, don't be too proud to call. If you talk to me, it's confidential. Nobody else is going to know anything we talked about. Um, you know, uh, and I'm not going to judge you in any way other than to try to help you. So basically, that's it. I know life is really a struggle for some people right now, and once again, you know, perhaps that's something I can help with. Perhaps it isn't, but you know, at least I might be able to point you in the right direction. All right. So, and then for those of you doing great, obviously, um, best real estate team in town, Andrew Burr Group, Coldwell Banker, Wellington. You can check us out on Facebook right here, where you're probably seeing this, or perhaps Instagram, or Christ, actually, might go out to Twitter. I don't know, but Facebook at Realtor Andrew, which is the Andrew Burr Group page online, South Florida Real Estate Now.com. Lots of opportunities if you're doing well, or if you just stayed the course from where you're at. Lots of opportunities going on. Once again, if you're having a bit of a struggle, give me a call. Be more than happy to talk to you, and you know, hopefully we can, you know, help to make your life a little better. All right. Have a great day. We'll talk to you guys soon.